a row. I hate this shit. It makes me fucking wanna lose my mind. I hate this shit. It makes me wanna lose my fucking mind. Come on, dude. Okay, well, apparently I'm live there, but it's still acting funny. Oh, it says stream is active? Okay, dude, I don't know why the heck that took so long. I gotta check some things out, because something's wrong here, man. Ugh. Hey. Alright, I'm live on Facebook. I figured out what the heck the problem was. It was actually my fault. I had it on the backup stream, and the live server URL was backlogged to the wrong port number or some crap. So, Facebook's working. Yay! Happy Friday, everyone, by the way. I know I was recently on earlier, but I clicked the wrong thing. Dang it. There we go. That's what I need. Alright, you shush. Shush, 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 shush. It's upset that I can't get anything to post to Patreon. I started a new account there. But Patreon, I think I'm going to save for my music making stuff, which is actually the good news for today. I have some new content and a new layout on my stream page to start showing you guys how I make music in Reaper. Yay! So, that's kind of exciting. On other news from my personal life, I am debating on becoming a volunteer firefighter and possibly a full-time firefighter. And I might even be going to school to become an EMS or like emergency response personnel, kind of like basically like a mobile nurse. They get paid really well. It would be comparable to what I was making in the mill. The hours are pretty much like 12 on, 12 off, something like that, in a lot of places, which is awesome. Overtime would be awesome, especially at around $30 to $40 an hour. And once again, I would just like to say happy Friday. Hopefully, whatever's being displayed in yeah, see, that was earlier. I'm trying to find out how I can see my current live, because it's not letting me. It only lets me see like that I'm going live, but I don't. And I wish that I could just like go on and see what it looks like for me on my TikTok. But every time I go to TikTok, it's like I have to be on a different platform or something like that in order to see my TikTok, which is stupid. I should be able to see a preview of my live. Yeah, because I'm in the live and it says go live now, and I'm like, I am live on my PC. What the hell, you know? So it's I don't know. I'm lost. I'm a lost soul in a crazy world of bullshit. I'm just happy that Facebook is working. Index.com is working. Is Twitch working? Yay, Twitch is working. Is Kick working? Yay, Kick is working. Is YouTube working? Yay, YouTube's working. Okay, so looks like everything's good to go. I have two different layout setups. I do believe that on TikTok, and I believe, yeah, I think TikTok's actually the only one that's on the vertical, not horizontal, like 16 by 9. It's more like this for you TikTok guys, because I don't know what the heck you guys see when I post live on TikTok. So I thought, oh, most people scroll on TikTok on their phones, so hi, hopefully I'm on your screen in the proper orientation. If not, then I still have a whole lot to learn. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday morning and everything's just going wonderful for you. I know life throws us all curveballs and life can get really shitty really quick, so I hope it's not going poopy for you. Later on, I'm going to have some music stuff for you guys. I found a new scene that's for like tutorials and educational stuff, and I'm thinking about signing up for school and Patreon for people to subscribe to my educational tutorials on how to write music and how to record music and the gear that you will need in order to write certain types of music. What gear I use, what gear other people use, forum directories to take you to Reddit forums and gear sluts and a lot of other forums that are very educational for you. Will help you find some good gear to get good results doing home recordings to make music. You know, I've listened to a lot of stuff, and some stuff I go, ooh, you need some vocal lessons, bro. But I love the music because I'm a creator myself, and I'm like, oh, I see what you were doing there. That's pretty cool, man. You need to dial back the treble on your voice, and you need to auto-tune or use Melodyne, and you need to do, like, there's a process to, like, home recording and making professional sounding music. If you just want to record your music and sound the way you want and half mix it to get a sound, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a huge competition in this world, and a lot of starving engineer artists that mix sounds and make your music sound much better than you can, to have all the frequencies sit in a mix much better. Brighton Relinas, welcome. Thank you for joining. But yes, I will have music stuff coming up. Not sure how I'm going to go about it, though. I might just, like, you know, kind of wing it and just start from scratch and show you. I use Reaper. You can use whatever DAW you want or you prefer. Some people prefer Ableton because they're more into synth and electronic music. Some people prefer not Ableton, Pro Tools, because they've used it before and they like paying $1,000 a year to subscribe to a software you can't use unless you pay for the subscription. I don't like that. I use free free software as much as possible, and you can buy Reaper. I don't have the commercial version for it, so if I start charging people on how to use Reaper and how to make music, and I start making money with Reaper, then I have to buy the commercial version. So I think it's like another $100 some bucks. Really not that big of a deal. And it's open source, which is great, because if you know how to code, you can make Reaper look just like Ableton or like Pro Tools, or like what you can code it however you want. You can make it look like a brand new DAW that no one's ever seen before. But without further ado, I'm gonna get this stream going because I need to level up some of my weapons, and I've been putting that off for quite a while now. It's about time I start getting a little serious. Yes, pun intended. Hate me for it. I don't care. I do care, but I don't. And in case I don't get to you guys right away, when you guys like text me something, or you think I'm not responding to you right away, I have I won't say how much time, but more than 30 seconds, I'll tell you that, to prevent people from being able to stream snipe me. Oh no, I know what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna die. And as the smoke clears. Oh, I fucked that all up. I need ammo. Please let me kill this bastard. Okay. Well, yeah, I need your pack, buddy. Because I don't got ammo. I still see you back there, buddy. Oh, I was a real player. I was waiting. All these bots couldn't shoot me, and I'm like, what's wrong with these guys? Why aren't I dead yet? Yeah. Oh, they took those points already? Damn, dude. That didn't take them long. They rushed right up on our bum ski. They said, fuck you and your bullshit. I don't feel safe here or something. There we go. Uh-huh. I thought so. Need ammo. Yep.
Need a medic!
There ain't no medics near me. I'm dead. That's the one thing I can't stand about this game is that you have to have someone on your squad that's willing to throw you ammo packs when you need them and hunker down as a squad with you. Otherwise, you're screwed. That's why I do this thing with the fucking respawn. Okay, this guy's really pissing me off, so I'm gonna take them out right away. I didn't pay attention to where he was before, but I know he's gotta be up here. Bullshit. I hate you, Battlefield, so much. I get the first shots on them, but I don't get the kill. What the fuck? Fix your fucking game, dude. But yeah, I'm changing my gadget to a nuke too, because I'm sick of his fucking bullshit. Yep, there we go. Oh great, it put me at A, even though I clicked B. What the fuck? Shoddy. Took 3 at least, though. That's the thing I can't stand about this game that they did. They were like, we don't want explosives to just, like, wreck everybody. It's like, what do you mean you don't want explosives to just wreck everybody? That's what explosives do. That's how you keep people from camping like a bitch. Ow. Oh, because she has a carbine. Ugly. Come on, get out of combat, dickhead. I want to help you. Get out of combat. You're gonna die. And your efforts will be in vain. How are you not dead? Huh. You're a fucking idiot. I can't stand stupid teammates. I need a medic. It means get me up so I can help you fight, and then he gets stabbed in the back with a takedown and someone took his dog tags. Fucking imbecile, dude. When I hear someone say, I need a medic, that means, oh, you need to come up? Why? Why do you want me to come over there? And then I would look behind me first. That's right, fuck you. I love it when you see like films of people getting shot and shit. They go ba 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 and you can down like 4 people with less than half a mag. But when you play Battlefield, you got to dump half a mag in one motherfucker just to take a kill, and it's like, why?
Because it's about gun skill and gunfights. It doesn't matter if you shoot me first.
What do you mean? That's the whole frickin' point. Some bitch over there camping threw a frag at me. So you can go bop and hit me with one bullet and let the grenade kill me, but I throw a grenade or shoot grenades at people's feet and it doesn't do shit. Like, what the hell is up with this game, bruh? About there? Nope. It's further dug in. Come on, man, let me get the frickin'... I got down behind the sandbags! How did he hit me with a bullet? Get the fuck out of here. They really need to fix this game, man. There's, I thought the last game they made, the like futuristic version of Warfare, dude, that game had so many bugs. This game is almost as bad. Yo, I just spawned, motherfucker. Suck a dick. Suck balls, bruh. Ow! Ow, game. Red dots on him. Bop, bop. I get killed. I don't even... He was like this much health. He had this much health hiding like a little pussy. And he didn't die? Like, what the fuck? Makes no sense. Of course, they get the best. They get the score. Look at that. 38 kills. Did I do the best on my whole team, dude? Okay, good. I was about to say, because if I did the best on my team, there's something wrong, because I'm warming up, and I shouldn't be doing that good. Yeah, but that chemical lizard guy, he's a fucking twat. Yeah, 34 and 6. What a twat. What a stinky, smelly twat. 9,585. What is going on, Battlefield? Yo, my countdown right now is 9,577 to continue. What is going on, man? Ever since the Season 3 update, this shit has sucked. REDSEC sucks. Bullet damage sucks. Hit scan sucks. Accuracy sucks. It's like, I'm about to change games, guys. This is fucking sad. It is sad. EA, fix your shit. DICE, developers, CEOs, fix your shit. People are pissed, dude. I'm not buying Season 4, I can tell you that right now. Not until I see what it's like. I'm not spending any more money on this game. They pulled so many people from the Call of Duty crowd, and it's like buggy as shit. Can't even freaking get that right. Oh wait, this is Railway to Golmud? No, I don't want to play that. That's a long-range map. I'm trying to work on my SCAR My SO, whatever it's called. It's weird how they give it different names so that they don't sound like the actual gun. Oh yeah, the SQR 556 Mark II. It's a beautiful weapon. I would love to have one. Who the hell wrote that? Success store. When did you create it? 13 hours ago, following since 1 hour ago. Yeah. If you make a Twitch account and it is not at least 6 months old, I'm not replying to your messages and I'm not adding you to Discord. There are so many bots and so many scammers, it makes me sick to my stomach. So you might as well create like 100 accounts and let them get old and have activity, because a lot of us streamers are sick of seeing that shit. We're sick of it. You're not real viewers. You're just bots. We don't want bots. We want real viewers. Did I get the 35? I got the 35. All right. Now, what do I want to get rid of for that? That's the question. I don't want to get rid of the suppressor. I might have to get rid of the laser. And one other thing. Dang, that sucks. And I got the 45 fast. I don't know. Maybe I should do the 25 and the synthetics. And then add an optical accessory? No. Red laser? No. You're always 5 points short, Dice. Why did you screw us like that? So hard, too. It's really sad. I get that you don't want us to have it all, but there's certain things you gotta have to make the gun accurate at full auto. If you don't want it accurate full auto, you gotta burst the thing. And if you forget to burst, your freaking shots go everywhere. It's freaking sad. See what I mean? Because I was moving, the bloom happened, so I didn't get the hit reg. All because I don't have a stupid freaking violet laser sight on my gun. This is where Call of Duty got you guys beat. You guys... you do this crap with points. We work hard to unlock all this stuff on a gun. We take a hit to our KD ratio for it. And then we finally unlock all the stuff we want, but we're 5 or 10 points short of having the build we want. At the very least, let us level it up to 50, and then cash it in to start it back at level 1. But we get 5 or 10 or 15 points extra once it hits level 50 again, like a legendary rank up, kind of like Skyrim, how you could like go into perk trees and then make them legendary and get more perk points to go into the gun. Like you gotta have something here, guys. This is dog shit. Like I can't have, if I want the 35 grip, then I have to stay still when I want accurate shots. So I basically have to do this. And mount on stuff just to get accurate shots. So if I'm running and someone's shooting at me and I go, oh crap. If they're close, I'm fine. But once I get to those distances, I'm in trouble. Huh. And I'm basically a sniper's best friend, or, you know, I'm a sniper's wet dream, if you will. Oh look, he's trying to shoot me with an assault rifle while moving. Bang. Why were they doing this? To the recon class. I don't know why they're like, we love snipers. Let's pull the Call of Duty crowd and make snipers the best thing ever. Well then, why don't we just call this sniper warfare, get rid of all the frickin' guns and LMGs and everything and just make it sniper warfare? Because that's what the hell it is when you go play REDSEC, or even when you go online. I was playing against 2 squads earlier on bot matches. Everybody was sniping. Everybody. You couldn't make it halfway across the field. They let the bots take the shit, killed our bots, and killed us. We couldn't even advance. 8 frickin' people, all sniping. What the hell are you supposed to do? You can't do shit. In real life, when that shit happens, you go, Charlie, this is One Tree Farm. We need a, you know, danger close, blah, 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 up on the mountainside. I laser marked the fucking area. Confirm, laser mark designation, blah, blah, relay, confirm. Yes, confirm. This is the objective, blah, blah, blah. We have like a bunch of snipers in this nest. We need these taken care of. Boom. And they're dead. There ain't no snipers anymore. Then you can run with your assault rifle. And that's how it works in the real fucking field. In the real world, you ask anybody that's been to Iraq or Afghanistan, when they get pinched and they got a sniper and they can't move, hey buddy, I need some help. And they blow their asses up. Sometimes they couldn't get the support and they'd have to move up anyway and try to do something, but like, once they have more than like 2 to 5 casualties, there's no point. They know they're just going to run in there and die. So they're like, all right, give us a moment. We got a fast runner approaching. Can you give us an area or whatever? And they have little laser designators. They can, and it'll give them a GPS coordinate of exactly what they're looking at. And they'll be like, okay, copy that. Danger close, coming in hot. And they're dead, done, gone. Not this crap in like REDSEC where you go, airstrike, laser designate. And they go, oh, I took 10 damage because I was right on the outskirts. No, you shouldn't get to know when there's an airstrike on your ass. Sorry, not sorry, bye Felicia. When an airstrike comes, you know it when you see the fast mover coming. And by then, 9 times out of 10, it's too late, buddy. That's the whole point, you know? But they want it to be fair and give someone a chance and make it balanced. So the kids that pull bullshit all day can win ranked #1 7 times in a row and do good on their streams. Let the little guy have a chance. Come on. Stop making stuff balanced. I hate that word. That's like equality. What the hell is that? There's equal opportunity. Sure. That's fair. Equality? No. There's always going to be someone better than you. Always. There's always going to be predicaments that'll put you in the right place to be better than that person. Happenstance, location, timing. All those things can change the tide of a war. But nope, not in these video games anymore. That's why I liked hardcore and shit. If they made like a hardcore REDSEC, guys, oh, I'd be on the top of the leaderboards. I wouldn't even need a sniper rifle. That's the sad part about these guys sniping. They'd be like, oh, I gotta make sure I hit him. Man, you better hit me, because if you don't, I'm getting you. I can't tell you how many gunfights I've lost because kids pull that jumpy, crappy bullshit to get out of my aim assist or my aim in general, and then turn on me, and I'm like, bro, no, that's not right. That's video game bullshit. Come play me in Airsoft, bro. Come play me in Airsoft. You're not gonna make it. You wanna learn a lot about how gunfights really work. And yeah, you don't want to just be running out in the middle being a retard. That's why they give you so much health in these games. It's so that there's more interactivity. There's more people moving, not people camping and stuff like that. But in reality, you want to use cover. You move from cover to cover. You use concealment to hide yourself the best you can, but concealment is not cover. You want to get to cover. So, and you got to make your moves at the right moments, and sometimes you get whapped. Soldiers die when they go to war. That's how the fuck it goes. You're not gonna pull bullshit and certain parameters to get away with crap all the time. Now, special operators like Lieutenant Price and Soap and all those guys, those were special operators. The things they didn't show you in the campaign with those guys was they actually would study the landscape, the terrain, the temperature for the day, the ETA, timing of getting in and getting out, LZ Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, and fallback positions in case it becomes compromised. So they have a plan for 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 a plan. And they use cover, and they know what to do because they know what they're up against. And shit changes, and when it does, you watch what Price says. He'd be like, we gotta get to this now! And it's like, yeah, and that's why they say that, because they know. If they don't, they're dead. And yeah, you can get shot in war and still live, but man, is it a motherfucker. Like, the adrenaline will keep you alive for a little while, but then it's gonna feel like a fucking mule kicked you in wherever the bullet hit you, and you're gonna be weak. You're gonna be like fearing for your life. You are not gonna feel good. That's why I laugh when I go hit, and they're not dead. I'm like, yeah, okay. No. And especially when I go and get 4 hits, and then I go to run to the next piece of cover, because I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna catch me on the reload or whatever, and I run and hide or take cover. And they run up and they're like, oh, you're reloading? I have a light machine gun. Or they come up and switch to a shotgun and just go bang. And it's like, but you would be dead already. You shouldn't be able to come running after me. That's why I like hardcore guys. There's custom servers in here that have them, but these kids that are making these custom servers, they're catering to the snipers and the bullshit. It's like, no, you can have a happy median. Call it semi-core, whatever you want to call it, man. But this bullshit's got to stop. They're like desensitizing kids to war. I could take 8 bullets before I die? No, you cannot. Maybe 2. Maybe. And you better be snorting a whole, Rocky ball. Or something. You ain't, no. Even with the stim injectors that they give guys to keep them going, you're weak, you're hurt, whether it's your limbs or whatever. If it's your arms, you can't aim right now. If it's your legs, you can't run right now, not properly. Usually someone has to drag you to a medevac, if you make that. You gotta play smart and you gotta play tactical. That's what I've played games, like Rainbow Six Vegas was a lot of fun. The thing I didn't like about that game was just like everybody just played corner games. And it was stupid. Like, you wouldn't be able to see them, but they'd be able to see you. And it's like, that's barely going to happen. Yes, there's Fatal Funnels. Yes, there's Apex games that you can play. But in all reality, you hear noise, you're going to toss a frag in there, and that frag is going to kill them. If it doesn't, they're going to wish they were dead. Because now you're coming up on them while their brain's scrambled and they're all concussed trying to figure out what the hell just happened. You're going to go, boop, put one in the head. I miss the good old days. Battlefield 3 was the shit. I loved Battlefield 3. I loved it so much. Oh, especially the hardcore lobbies. They were so realistic. It was so close to a simulator. It was like, wow, man. You shoot, go bang with a shotgun. 1 round. That's it. They're down. It's over. They're done. You could and bring them back. But now you're risking your life to try to do that if the shotgunner's still around. You see, that's what I'm saying. These people want it to be fun and be a game or whatever, but then they abuse parameters so that they never really die, and they get like 70-some to like 4 KD. And I'm like, no. How about 35 to 12? That's more realistic. I miss COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, the original ones, the ones that Infinity Ward made, the ones that made Activision and Call of Duty what it is today. Even though I hate the new Call of Duties now, they're buns, bro. It's nothing but a bunch of tweakers on a mouse and keyboard or an aimbot on their controller on their console, running around whapping you in the head like it's nothing, and they're whipping around with like no weapon sway, no nothing. And I'm like, so this is robot warfare? Because this ain't human. This ain't real. Like, but I miss the old school days when there was no run, jump, slide, and like that stupid Black Ops dolphin dive crap. I hated that. I liked boots on the ground, normal movement. You had to show your body, at least your head or shoulder. Yes, there was quick scopers and there was jump shot and drop shot motherfuckers, but 7 times out of 10, I killed them guys. I had a chance to, because the time to kill and the hit reg for where my frickin' dot was on their body mattered. Now it doesn't. I don't know if it's because they're closer to the servers sometimes. or if it's because it's a centralized server. Battlefield had problems like that. Battlefield 3, there were certain servers I was like, ooh, these servers are buns. It's because of their location. Your ping's higher than someone else's. Where Call of Duty it tried to create a lobby based on the closest people and made one person in that group of people the host in the game. Sometimes that person had mods or tried to packet you out or DDoS you out of the lobby, or there was problems, you know what I mean? But if people weren't cheating and they had good pings and good connections, I murdered everybody. I wish that I had the technology that I do now back when I was a kid, like capture card stuff, and I could have uploaded it to YouTube. Bro, my brother was even better than I am. He almost went MLG and played professionally. Like, he's on a whole nother level. I was right under him. He played a lot of Search and Destroy. He got me into that, and man, was that game mode a lot of fun. You get one life per round. Make it count. Don't die. That's the whole point. And man, it was just great. It was so great. Such a great... Because I'd play like I would. I'd be like, oh shit, I'm scared. But I need to do something, you know? And I'd be thinking, if I was a little bitch, where would I be? If I was a little wanky, a little stinky winky, where would I be? And I'd find him. Like, yep, he's right there. And I'd come in and they'd go, oh, and I'd stun him and they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, yes, stop being a little pussy. You know what I mean? Because I'd push. I'm a pusher. I'm an assaulter. I love to get up in the grit. And even if I lose the chow, I relayed when I died what's going on to the next guy, and they have an advantage now. And that would be like my brother John or some of my other friends I play with. And we'd normally win, like, more than half the time. And I'm like, yep. My favorite ones were when I'd come in and take a guy out, and then I'd play head games. And I'd be like, all right, he's going to call out to his buddy if they're on party chat, still communicating. Even though you're not supposed to be able to talk after you're dead to your teammates, people would party chat so they could still communicate, which was okay. Because I'd know, then they'd be like, yo, he's running up the stairs. No, I'm not. Man, I'm turning around as soon as you're done saying that. And then I know someone's going to pop out the corner and try to get me. And I know right what corner they were probably watching the apex. They were covering their corner so that if someone came here, they could shoot him before they got to him. But I got to him before he saw me. I would play corner games, head games, things like that. And I'd run around, and with dead silence, you couldn't hear a thing unless you were right up on somebody. In these games now, they could hear your freaking dog tags jingling and jangling. And I'm like, how? When war's going on, you got mortars, bombs, grenades, RPGs, people screaming left and right to your left and right. A lot of operators wear a headset. You'll see it in the game. They have it's for ear protection and to hear comms, because they don't need to hear your footsteps. They just need to see you. If they see you, you're dead. 9 times out of 10, because they're that confident in their gun skill. And yes, guns aren't going to shoot like they do in Call of Duty. Hey, what's going on, Adriano? But yeah, I play Battlefield and I play these newer games now to relive the nostalgia. I'm not trying to be the best frickin' Battlefield player there ever was. I know I'm not going to be. I have old man thumbs. There's kids that are like 16 years old to like 21 years old that are on like 180, 60 milligram, or 180 count, 60 milligram Adderalls for some reason. And they're like, you know, I can't beat that. I know that. I do it for the nostalgia. For COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 back in my younger days when I used to kick ass and be really good at it. My brother almost went pro. And because I can't afford the guns that are in this game, my God, like if you knew what some of these guns cost with the attachments on them, you'd be like, that's like a third of my car. Yeah, some of these are like between $3,000 and $9,000 weapons. I'm never going to be able to shoot some of these. That's another reason why I play, because I'm like, how does this one shoot? How does this one shoot? How does this one shoot? What are these attachments do? Blah, blah, blah. And I like the adrenaline rush of going into combat with somebody else online. Like, how are they going to play? Can they get me? Can I get them? You know, and a lot of times I get my butt whooped. You know what I mean? Especially on REDSEC, or if you have way too much health. I mean, it's it's kind of like playing Doom. You get all that extra health, all that extra armor, and you go against waves of monsters, and it's just like super unrealistic, like fantasy stuff. That's what these shooter games are anymore. They're not realistic, because if they made them realistic, two things would happen. One, a lot of kids that are desensitized to the art of war and how it really goes down, they would hate it. They'd be like, oh, I can't go on a 12-kill streak. No, when you get shot, you die, dumbass. Oh, that's stupid. So that's the first problem. The second problem is you'd get a lot more people going, oh, really? And it's a financial thing. It would pull people away from the Call of Duty crowd, which is what Battlefield just did. They said, Call of Duty, for the new one that they just released, they lost 42% in their projected sales. Ouch! And where did more than half of those sales go? Battlefield. This game right here. Battlefield. And it's kind of sad, really. Because, like, before I went live today, I literally fell through the frickin' map. No lie. Like, I went through the map, and I'm like, oh, there's a person above me, and I can see his feet. And I'm shooting. I'm like, okay, so I'm shooting at the pavement that he's standing on, and it's an object, and I can't shoot through it to hit him. But I'm stuck under here, so I just have to commit suicide and respawn and take a death? Well, okay then. There's so many this season. Oh, and when I was playing REDSEC last week with my brother and Danny and a couple people, I forgot to put an epileptic warning on that video I put up. Like I should, out of courtesy, because I got flashbanged. The lighting in the game went and reflected off everything, and running towards the middle of the circle away from fire, everything's just like, I can't freaking see. Yeah, it's so stupid. And I was like, really, DICE? Like, you fixed it in season 2, all right? And get this, season 2 comes out, they let us have smoke. Gas grenades and like a laser designated smoke and gas to put down on people so that they can't breathe unless they put on a mask to limit their visibility and prevent sniping. All the sniper recon mofos bitched about it. And you know what they did? They went, oh, people are complaining. Oh no, we're weak. Actually, you know what? We're not going to weaken it. We'll just take the gas out of the game. We're sorry for screwing you guys this season. I was like, what the hell? You finally had balance against snipers. Like, I liked this. What are you doing? And I don't have the flashbang effect anymore. Like, you're not screwing me. Ugh. And then they screwed me. And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's basically season 1, but, like, there's less falling in the map. There's less artificial glitches and flashbangs in your face and glitter all over the screen. There's good. You guys are going the right direction. Season 3 drops. We're adding recoil, deviation, 11% for computer, 20-some% for console, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, and we'll make the buffer attachment worth 5 points to take the effect that we're adding away. So it's like it was before. So I have to put 5 more. I'm losing 5 points. That, like, I'm so pissed off at myself that I bought or pre-ordered season 3 because I thought it was going a better direction. But what other games are good that are out there? Like, there's nothing really intriguing me out there. I'm a first-person shooter guy, but nobody's making a first-person shooter correctly. It's like, do I have to do it? I wish that I was like a trust fund baby and just had millions of fucking dollars so that I could start a company and say, I'm hiring all these coders and this is how we're going to make a shooter, and I don't give a shit what people say about it. It's for ex-military people, people who play paintball, people who play airsoft, people who love tactical play, and screw all you Call of Duty and Battlefield kids. Go play those games then. I want something that's more realistic. Yes, there will be modes that I would create that'd be funny, like prop hunt, silly shit like that. Because you gotta have fun when playing a game. But competitively and in multiplayer, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It would play and feel like COD 4 did back in the day. And I know a lot of modders would be upset about it. A lot of streamers would be mad about it. Don't care. That's what Call of Duty's for. It evolved into some terrible crap. It's why it doesn't sell anymore. Wake up. It's hard to tell stupid people that they're stupid, let alone convince them that they are. Hell, there's 3. I'll prove it to you. There's 3 of my friends. And let's see, where is it at? I'm used to Xbox, not PlayStation. You'll have to forgive me. Yeah, look at this. It's figured 36.9. Me and him played REDSEC a lot. He plays on PC. We played REDSEC a lot together. He hasn't been on for more than 4 weeks. Luigi Sam. Met him playing, he plays PC with a controller, mostly, but he plays PC, mouse, and keyboard, too. Met him, he beat us in REDSEC, I had him in the party, we won two games later on. He hasn't been on in 3 weeks. Let's see who else. Russian Code, 200. Last online, 4 days ago. Blurry was on 2 days ago, but he hasn't ranked up at all. Jen Cell has been on, but he has not played REDSEC since Season 3. Because he's a nerd. He looked that stuff up. He said, oh, no, I'm not playing REDSEC. It's garbage now. They added recoil, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. Okay, cool. My brother and his friend were last on 4 days ago when we played some REDSEC. We almost won. We got 2nd place. And I was like, how? Like, I didn't expect that. It's just the way the game went. But the people that beat us, all 4 of them were PC players. They have a huge advantage over us now unless we put a buffer attachment on our gun, and it's just stupid. Yeah, I'm ranting and raving when I should be playing. I hate it when I put the red dot on somebody and they're not even really shooting at me, and I go bop, bop, and I get 2 hits, and then and I'm dead. And I'm like, but he had like this much health. Like, if I was 10 to 15 years younger, I'd have ripped this microphone off this shit and broke my TV, probably whipped my webcam off this shit and just started screaming and throwing my damn keyboard all over the place, going, what the hell is wrong with these people? You know, now I'm older and wiser, and I paid a lot of money for this shit, and I don't want to break it. But it's nerve-wracking. It's just, it's beyond the what they always push, the that's not balanced, that's not fair. How the hell is that fair? Hello? Is anybody home? Hello, McFly? Anybody home? Like, wake up, dude. It's like trying to convince people who's in charge in this world and what you people really are that have to work for a living. And why you pay like over 40% of your income in taxes to everything and you don't get to keep much of it. Oh, it's okay. As long as I can keep, you know, doing what I'm doing, I don't care. It's like my dad, or not my dad, my grandfather said a long time ago, he said, people aren't going to stand up and do anything about it until one of 2 things happen. 1, they can't feed their kids. Okay? And number 2, when they see really messed up things happening out in the open, and it's just like, okay, you went over the edge now. It's no longer a secret or debatable. You're flaunting it now. Let's go. It's time to take you out. 'Cause I'm telling you, man, my grandfather and a generation before him, they would not have been putting up with this bullshit. we're putting up with in America. Oh no, they're too old school for this bullshit that's going on today. They'd have caused a ruckus, and they might have died doing it, but they wouldn't have gave a shit. That's why I love the old school guys. They were simpler, they lived in harder times, and they appreciated the good things that we've come into, what technology has brought us. But if it means the things that are going on today that people are just okay with, nope, I don't think so. I just can't believe that it's 8:10 a.m. in the morning, guys, and none of my friends are on. Nobody. Normally, I see like Big Jack's on, Suave Gaming on TikTok, Terror Kenny's normally almost always on, War School's normally on, T-Sus, Kush 420 and Russian Code 200, they're normally on. Who was the last person on a day ago? War School, and a Disturbed one was on 3 days ago. But like, why? Why is nobody on? And I'm like, dang it. I guess I can't be playing Battlefield anymore. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. Hit registration is worse than it was before because of the recoil deviation increase and all this crap. They're trying to go after cheaters. And I know that's what it is. People are complaining about like AI, aimbots, and all kinds of stuff on console. And I see it. I see it when they're cheating. And they're winning. They're winning REDSEC games. And it's like, well, if we're going to introduce ranked, we have to try to mess them up. And it's like, they're just going to find a way around that. And now you just made it harder for us to beat someone with an aimbot. Hello? Is anybody fucking home? God, it's so stupid. It's like I said, it's like, I guess I gotta be in control. Because nobody understands balance. Nobody knows what that is anymore. I had 2 people in REDSEC the last time I played. After playing with Danny, I played with cross-platform turned off, so I wouldn't play against PC players or Xbox. Here's my connection with that. If I was a game developer, I would be like, you can turn on cross-platform and you can turn on multi-platform. Cross-platform means I can play with Xbox players, but I won't play with PC players. Wink, and that should just automatically be enabled from the get-go if you have a console. If you have a PC, you can turn it on to multi-platform or PC only. And if you turn it on multi-platform, you can only play other people who have decided they want to play with other people on multi-platform. Like if they're friends playing PC or something like that. But I guarantee you, if they're playing ranked, they're not going to want to play with their friend who's playing on a PC. They're going to want to play with other people who are playing on a console. Because I'll tell you what, when I went to go play games in REDSEC, not streaming, on a console, with cross-platform turned off, I did better. I got top 5 almost every game. WTF. And then I turned cross-platform back on and went back in, and I was under 15th place every single game. And I'm like, see? PC players have an advantage. Why the shit am I playing them? Why can't I have the option to opt to only play against Xbox? I want to play against other people with controllers. I don't want to play against other people with a mouse and a keyboard and a freaking, like, $5,000 computer. No. No. They're going to have obvious millisecond response and input lag and better frames, possibly even a better internet connection if they have PC. I don't know how all that works. I'm an IT guy, but I don't know how the algorithms work with people who connect to the game on the game server, if it's all the same bit rate, or if PCs get a higher bit rate in transmission over their packets that get transmitted to the server for shots and grenades and things that happen in game. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But if I had to put my money on it, I'm betting you PC has an advantage there too. Even if it's 1/1,000,000th of a millisecond. Well, it kind of sounds stupid. Even if it's 1/1,000,000th of a second, a 1,000th of a second, even if it's I don't know, 500 milliseconds difference, 1 millisecond difference, doesn't matter. It's an advantage. And it's like, I don't want to play PC players anymore. Give us our frickin' recoil reduction back, because at least I had a chance shooting a guy playing as a sniper on PC. You ever seen them guys play on PC as a sniper? They're like, whip, 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 bang, whip, 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 bang, and they're dead. And I'm like, you can't do that on a frickin' controller. What the frick? Once I get a better graphics card, though, I'm going to join the PC thing, only I'm not going to use a keyboard for my movement, like with the key clicks with the left hand. I want to be able to move my body with an analog stick down here and use key clicks for like the trigger and the bumper and the other special movements like crouch, prone, things like that. And then just use the mouse over here for aim, shoot, you know what I mean? Like the more important stuff. Because I can go to the firing range on my PC and just stand in one spot and not move with the keyboard, because I'm not coordinated with the whole ASD, W, X, space bar, tab crap. I'm not coordinated. I'd have to do it for like months until I got good at it. And I'm not willing to do that. But when I played with the mouse, shooting at the targets, dude, I was like, ain't no wonder why everybody wants to play shooters on PC. This shit is easy. And I bet if I started doing it and got good at it, I'd be whooping people's asses. Because I was locking on heads on the targets like it was nothing. And when the gun was recoiling, I was pulling back on the gun to stop the recoil and stuff and still hitting headies. You can't do that on a remote. Not as fluently as you can on a mouse. And it has a DPI sensor that I can hit with this on the mouse and change the DPI or whatever so that my mouse turning radius is way faster, and then I can hit it down and make it more precise. And I'm like, yo, ain't no wonder people on PC say master race, play first-person shooters on PC, stop playing on console. It's stupid. I get it. I totally do. But it's not nostalgic for me then. It's like learning something else entirely. It's not native. I need the cyborg unit. I need that. If I get that from my left hand or the claw that they have, I just don't want to get carpal tunnel in my left hand, doing body movements and jumps. I don't like that. This is more ergonomic to my hands. It just feels better. The only problem is the time it takes to turn this here and then here. There's a gap of time in between that. With a mouse, there is none. It's just straight up left and then right. You can go oops and fix it right away and go back. With this, when you're doing that, you got to take it back to ground zero and then start to correct it. That's precious milliseconds in time of reacquiring the target that will cost you the gunfight. It's an obvious advantage. Why am I playing PC, people? I don't want to only have to play PlayStation. I want my lobbies to be PlayStation and Xbox. It's console platform. So let me do PlayStation only, multi-console, multi-platform. Give us those three options, DICE. Come on, it's not that hard. All it is it's a pre-selected venue and servers that says no PC players can play here. Only consoles. Matchmaking would be better, outcomes of games would be better, cheaters would be easier to find. Like, it just fixes a multitude of problems. But it takes work, and you have to hire someone and pay them to do all that, so you won't do it unless enough people cry about it. Typical corporate American. In my opinion, if every business was great in America, they would be trying to put themselves out of business. They would be looking at where they are now and saying, how can we move the goalpost for us to increase and challenge ourselves and increase our profits and make people happy and do better than we did before? But they don't. They go, how can we hire the least amount of people and pay out the least amount of money and acquire the most profit for everything so that we can take it for ourselves and make our shareholders happy? It's just sad, man. It's sad. I'm going to be hopping on REDSEC here in a second just to see, because it's interesting. It's 8:19 in the morning and none of my friends are really on, so I wonder who the heck is on in REDSEC. A bunch of cheaters or a bunch of noobs, and maybe I can get a win. Psych, I ain't going to get a win. Someone told me recently, like, don't say that. You gotta say, I'm gonna get a win. You gotta think positive. And I'm like, do you know how depressing it is when you think positive that you're gonna win and you play 20 games in a row and you don't even get 15th place, 10th place? You know how depressing that is? To like lie to yourself and say, I'm gonna get first place. And you never do for like 20 games in a row. You're like, oh, we'll get them next time. And it's like, no, that's loser mentality. That's insanity mentality. No. You gotta go, what am I doing wrong? How can I be better? And if that happens again and it happens that way, I need to do this next time. It's improvement. You do something better and different. Sometimes the scenario is just a bad scenario and you could do the same thing that you did before and you'll win that time. The only time I get to the top 5 is if me and our whole team keep running away from gunfights and replating and replenishing one another on ammo and just camp. And only challenge weak people. And that's sad. Because when season 1 came out, it was all about getting up in their crap and killing as many as you can in your way and getting into the groove of just wiping them and wiping them and wiping them. Wipe them, take their loot, wipe them, take their loot, wipe them, take their loot. Now, it's like, I got good loot. Take this building, put down beacons, put down claymores, shoot everyone with all the explosives we have before they run into the house, murder them all, replate, run away. Shoot the people coming after the red dots on the map. Or camp by a redeploy and, not just a redeploy, a custom weapon drop. Most people going for it don't got nothing good. You already got the custom weapon drop. If you just camp it, you could get kills from people just trying to go and get that weapon. But you better kill them before they go and get a sniper rifle and then be a hacker or something, because then you in trouble, buddy. And I love seeing that happen when people are camping like a Lodi and they kill like 2 whole squads, and then someone runs up when they're not looking for a second, or they get through and they replate looking down and throw a smoke and they get their sniper and they run away. And then they come out and go, bang, put one down, bang, put one down, bang, bang, put one down, bang, squad wipe. And I'm like, that's what you get for camping the frickin' weapon drop, you asshole. I love it when the tides turn on dickheads that gotta be little bitches like that.
It tickles my soul.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Cookie596. I appreciate it. Cookies. You know, it's funny because I've been eating these damn Reese's peanut butter kisses things or whatever that you put in like baked goods to make them like you can put them in brownies and make like a Reese's peanut butter brownie type thing. But these things all on their own, they're so addicting. I can barely put them down. Well, I'm almost out of tea, guys. Drink Gold Peak tea. Sweet tea. Gold Peak. Drink it now. Yo, I met a guy. Where was that? Outside Family Dollar. And I was drinking a smaller bottle of Gold Peak. And he was like, what's up with you people and that sweet tea crap? And I went, what? I just looked at him. He's like, Turkey Hill and Swiss make the best tea. And I went, are you on drugs? Because, dude, powder tea is... Don't get me wrong, it's filled with high fructose corn syrup and flavoring like raspberry tea, peach tea. I get it if you like that stuff, but it is so bad for you. People get kidney stones from powdered tea and powdered drink mixes. No, you can get them from just regular tea because there is particles in this and they can coagulate. But it's organic and breaks down a lot easier than that calcium carbide crap that they put in your powdered tea mixes like Swiss and Turkey Hale, and it's not bad to drink that stuff every once in a while. But damn, this guy was like, no, he's like, I drink like 2 to 3 gallons of Swiss a day, and I'm like, I said, brother, I think you might want to get your kidneys CAT scanned, because you're probably going to be passing some stones, bro. And that does not feel good. Everyone that I've talked to that's ever passed a stone, they said, you don't want it. You know. Well, they said it's the most painful thing you'll ever go through. It sucks. And I'm like, I went through a lot of stuff. I was involved in an accident. I broke my leg. I broke my bones in my foot. I broke my shoulder 3 times, dislocated it 2 times. I was a skateboarder. You know the guys from Jackass? Hi, my name's Joe. I should have been a member of their team, because I did that stuff and worse to my body over the years of my youth. And I feel it now. And I'm like, damn, in another 10, 20 years, I'm going to be crying. But they said, oh, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. I got a bad knee and a bad back. That stuff hurts, but passing a kidney stone, you'll probably want to die. And I went. So I relayed that to this guy. It was that's why I mentioned it. It all popped in my head, because this guy was like, Gold Peak, that stuff tastes weird. It doesn't even taste like real tea. And I'm like, what is real tea? You wouldn't even know. You're drinking powdered drink mix. What is wrong with you? You're disgusting. My favorite part about it is right there. You see that part right there? Made with cane sugar. Yes. Stuff that rots your teeth. But it's so tasty. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm half depressed. I kind of don't want to... Damn, that's going up into the red. Holy crap. My voice isn't even as loud as the game is. Shit. 63 maybe? And that's about as almost loud? What about 0.6? Yeah, that's about as loud. I don't know if I'm gonna like that though. We'll put it down to 0.58. That way it's a little lower than my voice. Yeah, that should be about good. I'm still learning. Damn it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Hold up. Hold up, guys. I gotta see something here. Allows you to connect and play with friends and members of the game's community. Blah, 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 blah. No. I stopped matchmaking. Damn it. I gotta leave. Well, maybe I'll just play it. Maybe I'll just play it. I'll just play it. See what happens. I'll get killed early on, but who cares? The Showcaser won. He said, I'm the showstopper. "23 out of 100 players.
I think I'll start at the boss. So am I okay to do that? Right, good stuff. Here we go. Imposter. Your name is Silly Goose. Work out the rest, mate. Okay.
to work. It's just really loading my car into the. Oh, that's not right. Loading my bike into the car. Had to.
Dude, I have crossplay turned on. And it's saying 96 milliseconds of ping? That's terrible. Hell no. I do not accept. 96 milliseconds of ping? That's craziness. Like, I could see like 30, maybe like 60, but 96? Dude, I'm gonna shoot people with 3 bullets and not register 2 of them and be dead. No. Let's see what Bird's doing. Sorry about that, guys. I got wrapped up in a text message. I my goodness. Yeah, family drama. Ugh. To put things short, basically, here, let me mute this. It's annoying. Basically, my brother opened up like it's such trivial dumb shit. Family. It- Basically, someone opened up a water bottle or something, like one of those like gallon containers with a nozzle on it. And now my brother, because someone opened it up, he couldn't put it in his backpack or it would leak or something like that. So he's royally pissed. Well, the person that opened it up didn't even use it to drink water because we have filtered water out of the fridge. It's just fine. He used it for his soup. So the younger brother's pissed at the older brother because it wasn't his and he shouldn't have opened it up to begin with. And he's super pissed off. And Paul, well, I shouldn't say names, but my older brother, younger than me, but older than the other one, is griping because well, you guys said I need to put my names on things, and that's why other people drank my stuff, and blah 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 blah, and it just turned into this whole thing. And I'm pissed off because out of my four brothers that live with me, and my mom is the tenant, but she's not always here. It's just a whole other fucking thing. But two of them don't work. One of them does work. I'm unemployed, but I'm on like a union assistance kind of a thing because of the mill shutdown. So I have income. It pays the bills and a little then some for now, but it's going to get reduced. So I'm looking at becoming a volunteer firefighter, maybe going full-time firefighter and getting my EMT status later on and yada yada. Get assimilated to that culture. And regardless, there's people here that just like take out of the fridge, like and just eat whatever they see, and because they're bored, and or he's not even really hungry, he's just fucking bored, and he has a mental illness, so like he gets like a half free pass because of his illness, but like I'm not cool with that. Look, it's like how do I put this very nicely? I don't know what it's like to have a child, but if I had a child that had impairments, disabilities, mental illness, it doesn't matter to me. You still have to learn to be the best person that you can be. That doesn't mean that you get a free pass on shit. No, life's not fair in general to everybody. I have issues. You know, I have slight impairments. I have ADHD, I have ADD, I have OCD, and to different marginal levels compared to other people. Some have it to the point where they can't even function in society. I can function, it's just an impairment, but I don't let it hold me back. I'm still gonna fucking try, but he's more of the type where he's just I'm messed up, you know. You gotta give me a break here, and it's like no, the world's not gonna give you a damn break, you know. And he could apply for, you know, like food stamps, assistance, because he's on state medical care. You know what I mean? And he has a record of all this crap, and he just got off probation and everything for trying to run away from the cops because he's mentally ill and thought he was some religious creature or some crap. I don't understand it all, and I don't want to get into it. But I know that he knows better. It's a cop out, and I don't like it, and it's ticking me off because I pay rent to live here in this crummy room that I hate. I'd much rather be living with my cousin, but he opted out, so I can't, be there anymore. Sucks because I loved him very much and I miss him very much. But now I'm stuck back in the same shithole that I tried to leave. Thought the mill would give me that opportunity, and I'm glad I didn't get an apartment, and I am so glad that I did not buy a house and I bought a Mustang instead, looking back. Because, man, if I'd have bought a house, I'd be so fucked right now. I would be screwed. Totally screwed. Even if I would have had these unemployment assistance payments coming in while I was working a full-time job, eventually those payments die. And then what? I save my money and buy myself enough time to start eating ramen noodles the rest of my life. Like, what the shit? They, so I took the best thing I had, which is moving back in here. The rent is cheap. Half my room's a freaking mess. You see my pedal boards and my books everywhere. I put up foam and my guitars and my desk and I got half this stuff set up, but in all reality, upstairs, I'm not okay. I'm literally like on cliff's edge, just like hanging, you know what I mean? Like by my three fingers mentally, but I'm not giving up, damn it. I'm still on cliff's edge. I didn't fall yet. I'm gonna freaking try like hell to get back up and get my freaking elbow up so I can get off the damn cliff. And that's the fighting spirit. You got to have that in life, and he doesn't have that. His is cop out. And he tried to make it right by saying he had some money to give to him to like replace it, but that's not the point. The point is that it wasn't his and he shouldn't have messed with it. And I wondered that earlier when I saw him making that soup with it. I was like, is that yours? Like, what are you doing? Why are you using spring water? Just use the filtered water, Dippy. It's just fine. Like I don't get it. I don't understand him. I never will either, and that's fine. I don't need to understand him. But yeah, that's what the family drama was about. It's just stupid shit. Stupid family squabble crap. That's what I was trying to get away from when I moved into my cousin's. Like, it's just stupid crap. The cool thing though is my cousin took me to LA in California. That was one of the coolest experiences I ever had, man. I never thought I'd ever be on the West Coast. I saw Compton, saw Inglewood, I saw the streets of LA, saw the Hollywood sign, got to go on a tour for Paramount Picture Studios. That shit was litty. And then I got sick. I was withdrawing from the F. Um, that was when my cousin found out kind of and helped get me in the rehab and I got clean. And it's because of him. And I owe him so much for that. I can never repay that. Even if he was still alive, there's nothing I could have done to repay him for that. He believed in me more than he believed himself, apparently. And I don't know why. I mean, I'm just a little young boy from Enhot with two fricked up parents that didn't know how to raise their kids and had too many of them and not enough money to really take care of them. And now they're putting the pressure on us like we're supposed to frickin' know what the hell to do. But yeah, Life goes on. Yeah, no. Alex Conant 630. I know who the heck you are. What's going on, man? Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. They'll like say like, "Yo, what's up?" in the chat, and then like like I won't say anything back on the camera for almost like I forget what my I forget what the stream delay is, but and I don't know where to go to change it or look at it because it is it in advanced. Okay, so it's a 45-second delay. That's kind of long. But this way, if someone's playing and they're in my damn lobby, you know what I mean? They won't be able to look at where I'm at and go, "Oh, he's right there," and turn and look at me, because when they see it, they'll go, "Is he over there?" And I won't be. I'll be way off somewhere else, like already, you know, and they'll be like, "Oh shit, his stream's on delay." Now that I just said how long my delay is, though, I got to be careful, and I might have to up it or lower it so that people don't know how many seconds, because some people actually try to sit there and watch you and figure that out. They'll try to join your game. It's insane how many people stream snipe. It's just stupid. I don't think I'm popular enough to have that happen to me, but it's just a preventative measure. He left. He left. He said, "Screw this guy. To hell with him." What the heck happened here? Oh, it's always something, ain't it? All right, I'm gonna put on some of my demo music that I've been working on and put it on loop for you guys and take an intermission. Yeah. Excuse me, sir? There it is. Okay. Sorry. I was about to say, where did all my music go? Did it get deleted again? I was about to lose my shit, man. Oh. All right, we'll play those both, I guess. I will be right back. All right, what's going on, peoples? I had a wonderful break. Oh, that was good, man. I'm stuffed. Nothing like a microwave oven TV dinner. The Devour meals aren't that bad, though. Those potatoes actually tasted pretty good. I expected it to be like a Stauffer's microwave meal, but how's everyone doing this Friday? Oh man, first time chat my Discord. Stelly Wizzy. May 27th, 2020, following since 1 hour ago. VTuber Wizzy. VTuber Wizzy. It doesn't say when you created. May 27th. Okay, so you started your account not too long ago. Sus. It's a little bit sus, my friend. No, I don't want to go to Twitch. Get out of here. Go away. It's one thing I can't stand is I don't know how to take away. There we go. Nice gameplay. Would love to play together. Get on my Discord. Appreciate the follow, VTuber Wizzy, but there's just too many bots, and I can't trust anybody anymore. I added like 4 bots to my Discord. And then they started spamming the crap out of my Discord. Like, do you want to buy my AI art? Do you want to buy my AI art? Do you want to buy my... And I'm like, no. No, thank you. I don't want any of it. Can't stand this crap. I'm not a vapor, man. I only vape because I can't smoke. And I can smoke in my room. It saves on cigarettes, so I don't smoke as many. But damn, man, like sometimes, especially after you eat a meal and you're a smoker, you just need a cigarette. Can't help it. I just can't. All right, so what should I do, guys? Should I do some REDSEC? Get my ass handed to me again? Who knows? Maybe I'll win this time. That's the positive spirit. Mohammed Irani 66, welcome. How you doing, man? Oh, he left. Another thing I need to learn how to do is to get stuff like this that's popping up on my screen. I need to learn how to get that connected to a space that when you click on it, it'll take you to a link with my already included discount code. So you don't even have to put in the code. It'll just give you the discount when you go to check out the website. I don't know how to do that on every platform. I know how to do that on YouTube. I know how to, like, when something comes up, make it clickable, but all the other platforms, I have no idea how to do that, if you can even do that. I guess if it's something that's pre-recorded, like a VOD, video on demand or something like that, and then go back and edit it to have that hyperlink come up when something like this comes up. I just don't know how to do all that. Sorry it took so long on my break. I was hungry, man. I had a hot dog, I had a TV dinner, I had a microwave breakfast sandwich. I was like, give me all the food. Starving. Oh shit. Ain't no wonder I feel weird. I didn't take my antidepressant today. I was wondering why I felt so freaking weird. All right. Wish I had more kratom. But I need money. Speaking of needing money, oh, I didn't put the QR code on my TikTok. That's stupid. Anyway, if you're not on TikTok, there's a QR code in the top left corner of the 16:9 horizontal. You can use your phone to take you to my PayPal, or you can donate to the channel, help it grow, help to offset some of the costs of the things I got to do to keep this stuff going. If you're on TikTok, just subscribe and like. I mean, there's one more person. Someone told me it took them like almost 3 years to build their community, and I'm like, dang. And I'm like, yeah. And like after 2.5 years, all of a sudden I just started getting more and more people, and I was like, yeah, but did you change what your channel was about or what you were doing? Like, there's got to be like a secret to it, or maybe it is just that one person that has like 1 million followers and they follow you, and then they start getting little previews of you because you like someone that they already follow that has millions of views. I don't know. I don't know. Eventually I will figure it out. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Nope. No, sorry. It's starting to get chilly in here, man. It's either this thing works or it doesn't. Like, I just can't find a stupid air conditioner, man. I set it for like 68, it goes down to 66. I set it up to 69, it goes to 72, and I'm like, then it doesn't work. And I'm like, why? Why, man? Why? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, I don't deserve this crap. Hello, welcome to the channel. I am back off my BS. I got some food in my stomach. It's time to get back to action here. Let's see. Where's my... There we go. Much better, much better. All right. Welcome to the channel where nobody gives a hell. No. Let's go play some duos. Screw it. We'll give it a shot. And if I don't do well in my first game or two, then I'll just call it a day. I am not a professional gamer. I'm just the average Joe. Quite literally. Cindy Milner. Welcome. You almost have the name of a person that I knew a couple years ago. It was Cindy. I forget her middle name. Cindy Millenard Miller, I think it was her name. It's kind of close. Cindy Crawford. Yeah, I think it was Cindy Crawford Miller was her name. Now that I think about it. All right. Just watch me get my butt kicked here. Assault. Engineer. He's playing on PC level 88. Hey, that's my favorite year. 1988. 171. 30 players, 80 required. Well, this is going to be a bit till the lobby starts up, but well. Damn, my CPU is cooking. It's cooking. It's a cooking. 69 degrees. It's got a crazy liquid cooler on it, so that's pretty good. 70, 69. So it's around 70 degrees Celsius. That's not too bad. Poor CPU is really probably bogged down, huh? Let me see. Yeah, it's running between 30 and 60% bounce back and forth. Running on, let's say, 16 cores, 32 logical processors, virtualization enabled. Yeah, okay. So... yeah, okay. So it's sending between like 5, 10, wait, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. It's about 3 every bar. So like between 12 and 15 megabits per second, which is weird because I thought I had my bit rate set to something lower than that, but 100 reduces weight to 11. 36 seconds. All right. Less than half a minute. Less than half of a minute until I get my butt whooped. I don't know why it always defaults me to... I don't like that skin. The character is wearing stupid crap. He's like really obvious an assault player, then it's like, ugh. We'll see. Did I just hear him hiccup? I think he went... Burp. Oh no, I don't want to be jump leader. You can pick, buddy. No, thank you. No, thanks. You go ahead and pick where you want to drop. That way, if we go down and die right away, it's not my fault. Oh, you're going to take us to the edge of the map. Okay. Uh-oh. You want to land where other people already landed. That's great. Good shit, bro. I need to put my aim stick on because I cannot aim long distance. Ow. You saw I got like 3 shit markers on that guy. I hate getting headshots with assault rifles less than 100 meters away. It sucks. And then you come with bullshit weapons. It's like, ugh, we don't stand a chance. Huh. Well, why did he leave? Why do people do that shit, dude? I'm gonna gladly die down here. I don't care. I just want to see what's going on down here. Alrighty. I wonder how long you can stay down here until it blows you up. Huh. I'm gonna get shot while I put out a cigarette. Nope. Oh, well, that's not good. Somebody knows I'm here. Like I'm gonna let you fucking do that. Is that another tank card? Damn, bro. Am I running right towards it? I am. I'm fucked. Oh, man. At least I'll be able to watch tanks screw with one another. There's two of them? I'm just gonna let the fire take me. I don't care. I'm not gonna be. There's 3 tanks. What the hell am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna let them get a kill on me and get XP. The hell with that. The hell, DICE. I didn't even get an RPG. I got nothing to take them out. I had a Stinger to take out aircraft. I'm not just running up on a tank. That's stupid. Why was there 3 tanks, bro? It's ridiculous. Well, I guess 17th place for some guy leaving me and me not really doing anything isn't bad. I guess. How disappointing. On to the next one. I gotta get a soundboard on here. Yo, why is the continue so long? It's 9,586 seconds to continue? What in the hell, dude? They really messed up season 3 in the update, dude. It's terrible. It's absolutely blech, yucky. You know what? It's too many players to wait. I'm gonna go back and change my faction because I don't like playing as not coalition. I don't like playing as the good guys. I don't believe in the good guys anymore. I don't like the CIA. I don't like America. I don't like what it stands for. I don't like favorable corporatism. I don't like what it's turned into. It really is evolving into fascism. I didn't want to believe it, but the more I did my research, I was like, yeah, this country's messed up. It doesn't have any of its old values that it used to. You know, we're not united under God. We're divided, we're being conquered. There's certain parties, and I won't say their names because they'll get banned on certain platforms, but there's certain parties that are taking over America and using its financial resources and debt schemes to enrichen themselves and other parties and putting us on the guillotine for it. So if we ever get a chance to rise up and take these people out, I am all for it. And that is why I am Team Pax. Team Armada. The underdog. When you find out what PAX really is, it's just a CIA-created opposition. America loves having a common enemy with NATO to go head-on against, war practice, blah, blah, blah. We play the story in Battlefield. Battlefield 6. It's actually really good. It has the layout of, like, COD 4, the original one, Modern Warfare 2 scheme, like, no fighting in the war room, Modern Warfare 2, I think it was. Yeah. Follows kind of that-ish, but more from a Marines perspective rather than, like, Spec Ops, which is interesting. Yeah, that's right. System, crossplay, off. I don't want to play against PC players. And loadouts, switch to packs. There we go. Then we'll go back to Battle Royale duos. Let's load her up again. Oh, man. Daisy Munchies started following me. Oh, isn't that so cute? Good old Tony's on. Love you, Tony. Damn it. I need to quit smoking, man. It's such a nasty habit. What's going on, Adrian? Let me know if you see me up here and then my game down here, or if you see me very little on the screen and then the middle, or you don't even... Let me know if you don't even see me on the webcam on the screen, basically. That's all I need to know. Because I set it up so that I'm in portrait mode for TikTok. The best I could with what I'm working with. I'm landscape on Facebook and everything else, but... Oh, he left. Dang, I'm only 1 out of 100 players. What the hell's going on, bro? Wait. Try this again. I'm the scat man. Cool. I'm portrait. Yay! Okay, so it puts me in a much smaller area on the TikTok screen. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to move my webcam up so that I can scrunch my face and the shit up more, and then so I can bring this up more and give it more room, I guess. Because the chat takes up a little bit of what's going on at the bottom. Good to know, man. Thanks. I'm alert. Screen. I guess I'm gonna sit here and wait. That's crazy. I turned crossplay off, and it doesn't want me to pair up with anybody. Like, nobody else playing PlayStation has crossplay turned off? That's wild, bro. That's just insane. I can't believe that. That's nutty. That's nutter butters. Absolutely nutter butters. Yeah, that's actually better. I like that more. I've been working on the railroad all the living long. I wonder how many times I could sing through that whole song until I even get 50 players. I'm pretty sure I have to back out and turn crossplay on. That's just nutter butters, though. I wonder, though, if I didn't do duos and I did quads, I bet that it would probably turn out better. Let's see, REDSEC, quads. We'll try quads with crossplay turned off. See what happens there. Boom, right off the rip. Didn't even have to count down. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. It's about the same. Well, if you cut it in half, that'd be like 5 players out of 100. Without quads, it'd be duos, so that's 11. Yeah. Ah. That's just crazy. This crap wouldn't be happening though. Okay, if it's just so stupid. Sad, man. It's a sad, sad world. Such a sad, sad world we live in. Such a sad, sad world we all live in. I only have 11 out of 100 players, and I'm screwed without crossplay on. I should make like a classical, like smooth R&B, with like a hip hop like drum beat, and sing like I'm like Nat King Cole or some shit. About like how sad Battlefield is. Dude, this is terrible. 12 out of 100 players, and I've been sitting here for like 3 minutes in the lobby after turning crossplay off. That's just nutter butters. That's insane. There's no reason for this. I guess. Oh, look, 14 players. Oh my goodness. Like, what time is it? 10:40 a.m. on a Friday? Yeah. I think this is the last week all the kiddies are at school. I think. I'll have to text Brad maybe and be like, yo, when do your kids get out of school? I need to know when all the kids are going to be on every day so that I can whoop their butt. Yeah, see, he left. We were at 14, now it's 13. Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. This is just so dumb. What the? I didn't... Really? I activated 2 hours worth of career XP time. Jesus, no. Alright. Screw it. We'll go play quads with crossplay on. It's a terrible idea, but I'm not good at REDSEC, especially with the season 3 update, man. It's just been before the season 3 update, season 2. I was actually doing okay. I was getting like top 5th place, 8th place, 9th place, sometimes 12th, 15th place, but now I'm lucky to get like 10th place, 15th. I'm normally like 28th place to like 18th place, and that's good for me. It's like, ugh. And I'm on a team with a bunch of low levels. 2 guys on Xbox, 1 guy on PC. Yeah, this is not good. But you know what? It's a game. It's not life. If it was like life, it would be super unfair. Yeah, I don't like that light. I'm turning that down a little bit. That's more natural. the hell? What's going on, dude?
Hey, what's happening?
Not much, just streaming on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that. What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm streaming.
Streaming? What? I mean, I don't understand.
You don't
See,
understand?
I am technologically retarded.
Oh, okay.
I'll be the first to admit it. But I think that's some cool shit. And because I was just on Facebook, like just now, and then it's like these dudes, I guess, are sitting in a helicopter or whatever.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I'm playing Battlefield 6 on my PlayStation.
That's awesome graphics, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
Well, it looks even better if you have like a $3,000 PC and like a $2,000 monitor, but I'm skimping on the you know, the costage. But yeah, it looks pretty good.
Uh-huh. So, is that like a job?
It can be if you get enough followers.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
It takes time. This is like one of these things that you do like as a part-time gig for a long time and gain a big following and then get sponsors to promote products, and then it can become like a side gig or a full-time gig if you get really good at it. But
Right.
it's just something for me to do so I keep myself out of trouble, honestly, Charlie. That's what it really is.
Uh-huh. Well, I just called to see what you were up to.
Just shooting guns. Yeah, just shooting guns in a game at people and hoping I don't die, and I usually do. But, am I working? I have to go to this firehouse. I forget where it's at. It's out between Pittsburgh and here, out west in PA, to go and start doing volunteer firefighter work.
Oh, wow.
And then within 6 months, if I get my certifications, I can get $25 an hour full-time as a firefighter.
Hey, I tell you what.
And they pay for you to go to school and get your EMT certification. That's $30 to $45 an hour. So.
Well, my son-in-law, he was a firefighter, EMT.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, yeah. This dude wore many hats. I'm telling you, straight up. And he was okay money, but he was in Georgia. So, I mean, I don't know what it's like, you know. But the shit will fuck with your head, stuff that you see.
Yes, I know.
And,
I'm a morbid motherfucker, Charlie. That's not going to bother me. No, I'm serious. I am.
It doesn't bother me either.
No, it doesn't. That stuff doesn't bother me. What bothers me was when I see it happen to someone I really love and care about.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Then your sense of reason and take control type situation, you know, thing does not kick in, and it's more emotional.
Yes.
So it's hard to discern on what to do in the situation, even though you know what I mean?
Right.
You're trained for it, you know it. And, I mean, I know this because it's happened to me. And I was trained in all kinds of shit.
Right.
And, well, bottom line, when it came down to it, I couldn't help it. You know, I needed somebody
Right.
that was as qualified as me to help me. Only because I was emotional. Now, my son-in-law calls me up and talking. Oh, get this. You know my daughter, right? The bodybuilder girl.
You mentioned her one time, I think.
Oh, well, anyway, she calls me up. She goes, "Hey, we're going to get a divorce, this and that." I'm like, "Oh, fuck, okay. Well, you know, it'll be okay. You know, and he's not messing with you." But she's a strong girl, you know. She lives a lot of fucking weight. So she goes, "Oh, no, he wouldn't dare touch me, Dad. I'd break him in half." And so he wants to talk to me. So he calls me up and he goes, "You know, He goes, I'm sorry to lay all this on you and put you through this and everything. I said, dude, it's not me. I said, y'all are the ones that are having the problem. And he goes, well, you know, it's all my fault and everything. I said, well, I've heard this, I've heard that. And then, you know what he tells me? He goes, there's things that I just don't talk about. And I said, well, you know, you should, like, you know, talk to somebody and don't, you know, bottle shit up. That's fucked up. And he goes, well, I don't think anybody can help me with the things that, you know, I've seen and the things I've had to do.
Right.
Well, now he's talking to me, things that I've done and things I've never told anybody, you know.
Right.
Military-wise. And I told him, I said, look, man. I said, what's happening? And then he tells me, he goes, you know, I saw, and as he went to Iraq, right?
Right.
And he goes, I saw people that were dead, you know, and they were just kind of thrown to the side. Shit, it's Iraqis. I said, okay, man. And I go, did you see any of your buddies or anything? He goes, I saw a few. And he goes, but there was a lot of Iraqi stuff. I said, so did you feel bad for these Iraqis that wanted to blow your fucking head off?
Right.
And he goes, well, it messed with me seeing, you know, so many dead bodies. And I said, look, man, it's like this. Sometimes in life, you do things you don't want to, but you have to because it's part of your job.
Right.
I said, and suck it the fuck up.
Yep.
You know? And then I told
it sucks,
him some
but
of this
yes.
shit.
Yes.
I told him some of the shit that I've done personally and have seen personally. The people that I've had to hold while they're dying, my buddies. And the nightmares stopped after in years. And the military stopped calling me in, you know, every fucking year, like twice a year. And you okay? You know, this and that and all this other shit. I was a fucked up dude, Joseph. I was fucked up. So, but the nightmares are gone. It's like I told him, man, suck it the fuck up because you'll never get rid of it. It's in your head. It'll stay fresh. You know.
Yep.
But you just have to live with it. It's just the way it fucking is. And then he goes,
Yep.
well, I don't know how. I said,
Well, yeah. I mean,
you know, you're just going to have to deal with it. And I said, that is the way it is.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to be mean or nothing.
Right,
said,
right,
I've already gone through the bullshit.
Right.
And he's, I don't know. I think he will be okay. But he keeps putting himself into, like, the EMT shit, right? Bad move for him. Because he's seen a lot of shit.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I
keeps
mean,
stuff like that fresh.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, you know, you're making a bad mistake. Get out of that shit. So, I mean, eventually he did it on his own too. In fact, he had to
All right.
for the sake of the sand dunes. But how the fuck did we get off this? Oh, yeah. You could EMT or something like that. I just love you, dude. You know, I'm just telling you.
No, I know. I told you, I'm a morbid son of a bitch.
But that's cool. You know what? So am I now.
And it's a weird thing, Charlie, because it's not like, how do I put this? It's like I can't see myself in their shoes when I see that.
Right.
Because I'm not that yet, but I know I could be that. And I think that's the part that fucks with people the most is the mortality concept.
Okay.
It's we don't know how we're gonna go, and now they were here and now they're not, and they're just like a bag of flesh, and it's like, what were they before? Is God really real? It makes your mind go into very dark areas.
Oh,
Very
uncertain areas where you get really scared if you had some kind of brace of faith or a crutch of faith that you leaned on, and you see those kind of things in life and you go, what the fuck? Like what is this really? Like and you start to question your own existence and its value, and then you start to see how little you are in the real world and how big it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't talk about, like that feeling, but they try to make it about something else other than that. Because a lot of times we deflect. I learned this in rehab. We deflect and try to make it about other things that we think are affecting us, and that's what our nightmares are about and stuff like that. But the core to it all always comes down to something that we're not willing to face.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. And they've done that with tons of people in rehab with different mental illnesses, different addiction issues. And once I faced that myself, like, because I mean, I won't lie to you, Charlie, when I was using fentanyl, oh shit, I just said TikTok. I'm not supposed to use that word. I hope I don't get banned.
Oh shit, yeah.
The F word, I was addicted to it. Sorry guys, please don't report me for that. But when I was addicted to it and I went and got help, like I was having thoughts of, saying goodbye basically. And like that was kind of like my last kiss feeling kind of a thing. Like, I just want to feel good before I go, kind of. I hate my life. I hate everything in it. I just so much hate bottled up in me, and I had no outlet for it.
Yeah.
Well, I figured out an outlet, and it's my music and me doing the things that I love to do and not giving a crap what other people think. That's the big one. It took me so long in my life, Charlie, to figure out like that. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think, because guess what? They're going to die just like you, and then what they think don't matter. So just like yours. So screw them. Screw them. They can hate all they want. It ain't going to affect me no more.
My problem wasn't me thinking like, gee, I think I'm going to kill myself. It's like, I'm going to kill other people.
That's how I was when I was younger, and that's why I did drugs to stuff that down, because I didn't want to be like a Columbine kid or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I went to drugs to just keep stuffing that down and stuffing that down. And but you're hold on, let me stop the stream. Let me stop the stream before I get in trouble. Yeah, let me end this real quick. Yeah, I don't want to get banned on 2 platforms. All right.
They can't hear nothing I'm saying.
Oh, they can hear everything. But anyway, I turned it all off. I just turned it all off, so it's over.
So now it's just being you.
Yes. Now it's just me and you. So I can say whatever I want now.
Do you remember Daryl Gooding?
At the mill?
Yeah.
I heard his name, but I never met him face to face.
Black guy. Thin black guy. Always
Was he a
fucked with
crane
people.
operator?